Hey everybody, it's me, Nera. I'm going to be doing a quick review of the DASH questionnaire, which is short for disabilities of the arm, shoulder, and hand. Hopefully I kind of make this a little bit interesting for you. So, like, what is it? So basically, the DASH, it's a 30-item self-report questionnaire made to measure physical function and symptoms in patients with any or several musculoskeletal disorders of the upper limb. Many times, this questionnaire is used in overhead athletes. So like I was saying, this questionnaire is many times used for overhead athletes, adults with wrist, hand, elbow, and shoulder disorders. If you have arthritis, carpal tunnel syndrome, if you've had surgery, I'm pretty sure I recall like when I had my UCL reconstruction, my PT had me take this quick questionnaire. It's pretty much used in adults 18 to 64 years old. I have a couple of images right here of like different athletes that you can use the questionnaire for. So right here, this image is basically just like the front cover of the questionnaire itself. But this questionnaire was designed to help describe the disabilities experienced by people with upper limb disorders and also monitor changes in symptoms and function over time. Testing has shown that the DASH performs well with all these tests. This instrument gives clinicians and researchers the advantage of having a single reliable instrument that can be used to assess any or all joints in the upper extremity. These are just a couple examples of questions that they use, like how hard is it to prepare a meal, put on a pullover, wash and blow dry your hair, do you have arm and shoulder hand pain when you perform specific activities. The one that says push open a heavy meal, that doesn't even make sense. It's supposed to say a door. So yeah, disregard that part. So like after you answer all, the questions, so basically, how do you score this? This instrument asks you about your symptoms as well as the ability to perform certain activities. You must rate the ability to do the test within the last week on a scale of 1 through 5, with 1 being no difficulty and 5 being unable to. The DASH is scored in two components. You have the disability and symptom questions, which is 30 items. Like I said, you score them 1 through 5, and then the optional high performance, which is more sport or music orientated, or the work section, which there's 4 items, again scored 1 through 5. You must answer for the first part up with the 30 questions, at least 27 of them. Yeah. And your highest score that you can get is 150, and the lowest score being a 30, which shows like no disability. So the higher number, the higher disability. And the optional, you basically, because it's only 4 items, you have to answer all questions or it's null and void. And then like right here on the screen here, we just have the basically how you score yourself. So after you answer all the questions, right on the last page, it gives you this equation. You can just put your number results in, and you can figure out what is your score. Also, there's a couple of special considerations here. If you are, English not your first language or anything like that, like I made the test. The DASH, they also offer it in several different languages. Right here on the screen, this one's in French, but they have Spanish, Italian, Dutch, German, Czechoslovakian, just like all these different languages, Chinese, Japanese, that you can get the test in. You can go right online to the DASH website, and there's a tab that says like translations, and you can pick and download whichever one that you need for yourself or for a patient. So what do I think about this thing? I feel like the DASH, it's really clear and easy to understand. They like clearly explain how to answer the question. They let base your answers solely on like your ability rather than like the specific performance of the task. And if you haven't done a task within the last week, they just it tells you right in the instructions on the front to just give your best estimate like of what your rating would be if you would have done the activity for that week. And ask you about a wide variety of different daily activities, so it doesn't limit you to just regular like activities of daily living. They ask you about sports and like I don't know. There's like one that has to do with like basically if you were like knitting or something like that. It's free, so that's awesome. Like, who wants to pay money for all these different type of tests and everything like that? And then on top of that, who wants to even take a test? So the fact that it's a really quick test, I found that to be a really good thing. It usually takes like either 5 to 30 minutes to administer and take. And some research articles suggested that it's a pretty adequate test retest reliability. And then on here it just has like I put the little number up that they have, and this retest reliability was for overhead throwing athletes. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And the test just overall, like, it's pretty self-explanatory. I think you could just go online, pull it up if you knew what it was, and just take it just because if you wanted to. And then here, is a list of my references, just a couple of things I use. The bottom one's not like a whole full reference, it's just a Dash website. So if anybody wanted to ever just go on and, just look up a couple things about it, there's the website there, and you can just go and look at that. And yeah, I would take questions, but, the way my presentation is set up, can't really talk back to me. But, you know, you guys know my email and everything like that. If you ever have any questions about the Dash, I'd be happy to, answer them for you. And if I don't know them, I'll be able to find the answers. Also, like on the last slide, well, the slide before with my references, I had the Dash website on there. So you could always go on there and just look up more information, and they can tell you whatever you need to know. Thank you guys for, watching my presentation and everything. And I hope it gave you guys a little bit more insight into what exactly this reference tool, well, it's not really a reference, but this instrument to help diagnose.